Hey y'all, this is Amanda and welcome back to my Texas Zone 8A garden. And today we're on the front porch and I am going to be giving my front porch a summer revamp. Now I did a lot of work on this porch during the spring and I still have tons of beautiful flowers, hanging baskets that are doing brilliantly. But there are a few areas that kind of need a touch up that I've messed up on, and then I really would just like to brighten this up for kind of the brightness of summer. So this front in this area in the front isn't going to get much of a change. We'll be changing out a little bit of the decor, changing out the pillows. The plants here are doing awesome, but let me show you the area that I'm having trouble with. Okay, here we are coming into the front area. Now I've got some new things. I had a friend give me this giant I don't think it's copper, but metal container, antique container from her mother's house. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's not going here. I just stored it here from now. Then I do have some statuary that I've collected as well. But let's talk about plants. So these are the shade plants that I started earlier this year. Some things have done really well, some things have not done so well, mainly because I have failed to water these. Now, I know you see all the water under here. That water actually comes from a sprinkler head we're having issues with over here. So this water isn't actually from the containers, but I have failed to water these. Now, the, what is this, papyrus grass is doing really well. The Decandra Falls, or Silver Falls Dichondra is doing great. The ivy's doing great. Believe it or not, this guy right here, this is a geranium, is still going well. The eugenia looks really good from the front, but because it didn't get enough sun, it died in the back. So we're going to let that guy go as well. And then these containers, which got barely any sun, have struggled big time. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cleaning out everything. I've got a bunch of pots in here that are from my mother-in-law's house. I've just got a lot that ended up landing in this space. And so I'm going to just start with a general clean out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go with a sunflower theme for the front porch for the summer. I'm not going to be changing out a whole lot. I'm adding just a few inexpensive touches. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start by cutting back the papyrus grass real well, which I know sounds crazy, but it will rebound. This stuff is really hardy, and we'll get some new fresh blooms that perhaps aren't as overgrown as these are, and that'll get it a nice fresh start there. Next thing I'm going to do is I have a bacopa that was right here, and I have a heuchera that I might trim back as well because it looks like was struggling too. And basically, y'all, I'm just going to try to get on a better schedule of watering all of this. Is my end goal here. And I'm not trying to totally redo these containers. I'm just trying to add a little bit of color until the other things grow back in. And then I'm going to go ahead and give the Dichondra Falls a haircut as well. And this is, I've actually trimmed it 3 times already this year. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this negative space right here is I'm going to add in a double up begonia, a white one. My proven winners. I've had really good luck with the pink one on a different portion of the plant, so I thought this would be a really good thing to try. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the plant out of the container and then reach in here. One of the things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be running drip lines to these guys so I don't forget, and I will show that during this video. It's basically what we got down to. I just forgot. I totally forgot to water these. Literally went on vacation for like 2 weeks and was all like, oh yeah, I didn't water these. So that was the end of that. Let me loosen up. through ball a little bit and get this tucked in here. And you can see the goal of this is really just to cover the stuff that's not in great shape right now. And then once that stuff gets better watered, it should start bouncing back and fill in. Because I'm actually not hoping to put too many fall plants in these containers. I'm actually going to be focusing on silk stems for the fall. Okay, sweet. So that was the simple goal for this. Just be able to have a little fun with it like that. All right. Also going to rotate it just a little bit. Here we go. Sweet. Okay, same to this container. It was forgotten, so we're going to pull out the existing plants that are dead. Okay, I'm going to add some more plant tone, and I'm going to pop in another one of the double white begonias. I'm going to lean it forward a little bit. There we go. All right, let me get these watered in. Okay, for this pot, I'm going to be pulling out this begonia. And I do have some of Triscantia over here. And it's doing fine, even though it hasn't been watered like at all, which is just shocking. I'll pull off some of this stuff. It doesn't look as good. Clean it up a little bit. Okay. Go ahead and tuck that in. And then since I have a hole in the back, I'm actually going to take my little statuary and work her into the back of the container. Just like that. I move this little piece over. Okay, I picked up this column at an vintage fair. It's just an old white metal column. Let me show you guys a little better. Really pretty. So I'm going to put that here, and then I have this massive angel wing begonia that I got from Homegrown that I'd like to put there. I got this guy for $30. Isn't it gorgeous? So I am going to do a little bit of a trim back on it. I'm just going to trim back to some new sets of leaves coming up, just to give it a little bit more of a fresh start, but also make a little more room for anybody who might be delivering to our house. Okay, that is beautiful. Love it. So when I'm arranging stuff on a piece of furniture, I really like to think of like a tall, medium, small when I do vignettes like this. You don't want everything to be the same size. So this will be my taller element. And I'm going to change out this piece right here. I'm going to replace it with this piece that I got from the thrift store This still has the price on it, $9.98, but I'm sure I got it for half off because I'm pretty diligent about that. But it has the sunflowers, which is a theme that we're going to be repeating throughout the front porch. And this is a print. It's a Vincent van Gogh print. But yeah, love it. Okay, so I have my tall element, and then I need my medium element, which is this one. And this is that potted geranium, and so you can see my small, medium, and then I need a short. And for my short, I just have like a copper pot with some dried blooms in it, just like that. So when you're working on vignettes, that's what you want, a tall, medium, and a short kind of work together like that. Triangle situation. And then to bring in more of our sunflower element, I'm going to tuck in this picture back here with some blooms. Now, these blooms are from the app called TEMU, T-E-M-U, and I've been using it a lot recently because I've been finding a lot of stuff that is on Amazon, but it's for like a third of the price through TEMU. Now, TEMU, it takes longer to get your stuff because it's coming from overseas, but at a third of a cost, I think that'd be great. I'll put the price of these sunflowers up there so you can see where they're at, how much they cost. I got a couple of other elements from TEMU as well. And I think I might shift this begonia like that. And then put a little element there, so then I'd have one large, medium, small in my trio. I like shifting elements around. This is just a vintage bottle, and these are vintage floral frogs, but I like the green and this kind of orangey yellow color pick up with sunflowers. Okay, I have this little setup over here where I've got some concrete, and I have a little container that I keep tools in. And so yeah, I really like this pot, this container, but I really want to add a little bit of color to it. So I'm going to start with the terracotta pot like this, and then I've got this hanging basket, which is called Heterosia. It's a 10-inch basket that I got for $20 at Homegrown. I'm going to kind of pull back the vines and set the pot directly into the top of this terracotta pot, and then arrange the vines to kind of cascade off the front of here. And I am going to go ahead and remove the plant hanger. And then I am going to give it That's pretty. I'm going to give it a little bit of a trim over on this side. And then just for some added interest, I'm going to take this concrete piece and put it up here. Kind of work my vines over it a little bit. I think that's pretty. And this is my son's walking stick, so we'll leave it right there for him. Okay, and then I got this statuary piece off of Facebook Marketplace a few months ago. I haven't done anything with it, so I think I'm going to tuck it right up into there. Super pretty. Okay, I have existing drip lines in here. Just gotta find them. So I've got an existing drip line right down there. These go off. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up drip to the pots that are on that are on the porch. So I'm just using my little thing that punches a hole. I don't know if that did a very good job. We'll see. All right, and then I've got 1/4-inch tubing that is solid, so it has no emitters in it. I put a straight line adapter on it, and then I'm going to poke that straight line adapter into this hole. Okay, so now that is tapped in, I'm going to be running my line and then basically whenever I want to come up with a line, I'm going to pull up my drip tube, I'm going to cut it, I'm going to add a tripod piece that's going to connect the two pieces that I just cut. Just like that. And then I can come up off of it, creating a tripod, just like this. And that will allow me to run a line to this pot and this pot. This stake that has an adjustable emitter in it. So I'm just going to attach and then I'll just stake this right down here. And that will give me what I need. Okay, so I had been using this wreath, which is a faux boxwood wreath I've used a lot of times. This is another one of my pickups from TEMU or TEMU. Again, I'll put the price below. It came with the sunflower setup, but then I added the green bows so that I would hang low enough that I would be able to see out my peephole right there. But it does have a hook in the back, so you can just hang it directly on your door if you want. This just worked better for me. And then I got this doormat from Aldi's, and I believe it's $6.99. And I am going to run my drip line underneath, and I probably need to figure out some kind of situation to get it to stay back over here. I'll have to look into that. But from this angle, you can really see how all the sunflowers are really starting to come together and brighten up the porch. Okay, and then I'm going to change out the pillow covers. I've really started using more pillow covers rather than buying new pillows over and over again. And I got these pillow covers that are sunflowers, and I guess it looks kind of like lavender. I picked these up from TEMU as well, and I'll put the price on those down as well. Not sponsored by TEMU at all. They're not giving me a discount or anything like that. I just have been happy with the products and the prices. So far my experience has been pretty good with them. And I think I'm just gonna I think this is stuffed in here. Let me take this off. Okay, yeah, those go a long way to brighten up the space. Okay, and the last thing, I'm going to set up there we go. Okay, feeling good. So let's just take a look at everything. So we've got the door hanger there. And that ties in to this area over here. Got the sunflower picture, the silk sunflowers, all looking really beautiful. And just the few additional plants have really added a lot of vibrancy to the porch. And now that I've got them hooked up to drip, oh my gosh, hopefully it won't kill them. Here's the Revamp of these 2 containers over here. Looking really nice. I love how welcoming this space is. I get a lot of compliments on it when people come over. And then over to my right, we didn't do a ton. We just rearranged some items right over here with the hanging basket. And I've got that hooked up to drip as well. And I love this sweet little statue. It's looking really good. And then over here, we didn't really change much. We just added the new pillow covers. They look nice and fresh. And I did add this sign. This is also from TEMU. I'll put the pricing down, but I feel like this sometimes gardening's my peaceful place where I can let a lot of my anxiety and stress go. But really pretty. Everything is just so green and lush. I'm feeling really, really great about the porch. All right, you all, I hope you enjoyed the refresh and the summer revamp of the front porch. I didn't do a ton. I just changed out a few plants, added some bright, colorful accents, and I'm feeling really, really good about it. Everything feels nice, feels fresher, and in some ways it feels cooler. I think because I've added a lot of green within the hardscape of the porch. So I'm really, really enjoying all of it. And I was really, really happy about the prices I got on all of these additional items. All right, you all, as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know my latest videos are up. And make sure you check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. As always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.